The secret about rice that hospitals may hide from you. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Lincoln Clay. I'm 88 years old and I've been a doctor for over 60 years. I've spent my life caring for people and studying health, and I've seen too many folks chasing expensive supplements and miracle cures, missing the most basic thing, the rice they eat every day. Now, what I'm about to say might ruffle some feathers in the medical and food industries, but I can't stay silent anymore. Too many people are unknowingly eating rice that's hurting their health. I'm here to tell you the truth about rice, a truth that's often hidden, to show you how to turn toxic rice into a life-giving food. Hope what I share today can be a little light bulb for your health journey. And if you find this helpful, please consider hitting that subscribe button on our Healthy Centenarians channel. I'd really appreciate it. My story, the unseen danger back when I was a young doctor in the city. I didn't think much about rice, okay? Like most doctors, I'd just prescribe medication for diabetes or high blood pressure and give some basic diet advice. But there was one patient I never forgot, a 62-year-old retired teacher named Mr. Robert Jones. After retiring, his blood sugar and cholesterol went through the roof. I put him on meds, but he just kept getting heavier and his feet started going numb. He was always sighing. Hey, his diet wasn't full of greasy or spicy foods. The problem was he lived alone, so he'd cook a big pot of rice, freeze it, and microwave it. Back then, I didn't realize how dangerous that habit was. I couldn't figure out why the meds weren't working. Every time I saw Mr. Jones's sad eyes, it felt like a weight on my chest. All I could do was up his dosage. That helplessness is what led me to where I am today. The turning point, a hidden truth revealed eventually. Mr. Jones passed away from complications. It shook me to my core. What was modern medicine missing? What was the real way to help patients? I started researching everything I could find on rice and health. I practically stopped sleeping. After years of study, I realized something profound. Rice can be medicine or poison, depending on how you prepare it and eat it. Certain ways of cooking rice had a much bigger positive impact on blood sugar and inflammation than I ever imagined. The answer was so simple, but no one was paying attention. That moment of realization, I'll never forget it. At first, some people were skeptical, but the ones who tried these methods started seeing incredible changes in their health. The secrets I'm going to share today might seem too easy to be true, but this isn't just a bunch of random facts. It's a set of important clues to transform your health for life. So please watch until the end, understand the whole picture, and put it into practice. A quick favor before we get started. What I'm about to share can really help your health, but if you only get bits and pieces of the information and try to copy it the wrong way, it could backfire. So please pay attention and follow the instructions carefully. This is for your health, and if you could hit that subscribe button and like this video, it would help me create more helpful content. Transforming rice. 5 life-changing secrets. Secret 1. Soak your rice right now. Let's turn toxic rice into life-giving rice. The first secret is something a lot of folks overlook: soaking your rice correctly. A lot of people just give it a quick rinse and throw it in the rice cooker, right? But how you soak your rice and for how long changes its nutritional value and its impact on your body. Soak your rice for at least 30 minutes. This helps break down phytic acid in the bran layer. Phytic acid can block your body from absorbing important minerals like calcium, zinc, and iron. Just by soaking your rice, you can boost the absorption of these vital nutrients. Also, rice that's been soaked is easier to digest. This can make a big difference for older folks or anyone with a sensitive stomach. I had a 72-year-old patient, Mrs. Susan Miller, who always complained of bloating and indigestion after meals. I told her to soak her rice before cooking it. A month later, the discomfort was almost gone. She was so grateful. To do this at home, rinse your rice several times. and then soak it in warm water for at least 30 minutes or even an hour before cooking. This helps the water penetrate the grains evenly, making the rice softer and chewier. Just don't soak it for too long, especially in hot weather. Bacteria can grow. Try not to go over 3 hours. How long do you usually soak your rice? Even a small change in habit can improve your health significantly. Secret. Add a spoonful of vinegar. The second secret is a special ingredient, a spoonful of vinegar. I know what you're thinking. Won't that make the rice taste weird? Not at all. In fact, that spoonful of vinegar can do wonders for your health. Vinegar contains acetic acid. Acetic acid naturally slows down how fast your body digests and absorbs carbohydrates. This helps prevent blood sugar spikes. A famous study by Johns Hopkins University showed that adding vinegar to rice can lower its glycemic index by 31%. That's great news for people with diabetes or anyone trying to manage their blood sugar. A 67-year-old patient, Mr. Jerry Thompson, was diagnosed with prediabetes and was really stressed. He couldn't sleep. But after following my advice and adding a spoonful of vinegar to his rice every day, his fasting blood sugar stabilized in just a couple of months. He was thrilled. It's easy to do. Just add a tablespoon of natural fermented vinegar like apple cider vinegar to your rice cooker along with the water and rice. It's important to use natural fermented vinegar. Synthetic vinegar won't have the same health benefits. It might even irritate your stomach. If you have a sensitive stomach, start with half a spoonful and see how you feel. Secret 3. The oatmeal golden ratio. Third secret is to use oatmeal strategically. Most people know oatmeal is a superfood, but how much you eat and how you eat, it makes a big difference. Oatmeal is rich in a special kind of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. When beta-glucan enters your body, it acts like a sponge, soaking up bad cholesterol in your blood vessels and flushing it out. This cleans your blood vessels and improves circulation. Oatmeal also slows down how quickly food moves from your stomach to your small intestine, which helps prevent blood sugar spikes. A study from the National Institutes of Health shows that eating rice with a certain amount of oatmeal can slow down the rate of increase of sugar levels by 43%. Wow. A 75-year-old patient, Mrs. Dorothy Smith, was struggling with high cholesterol and early signs of diabetes. She was really worried, but she started eating rice mixed with about 5% to 7% oatmeal every day. After 3 months, her cholesterol was much better and her blood sugar was stable. She was smiling like a kid. To make oatmeal rice at home, use 1 cup of rice, about 150 grams, as a base. Add 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of oatmeal, which is about 5% to 7% of the total amount. That's the golden ratio. Remember, too much of a good thing can still be a bad thing. If you eat too much oatmeal, it can cause indigestion or bloating. And if you have kidney problems, talk to your doctor before eating oatmeal. Secret 4. Turmeric power. The fourth secret is turmeric. Turmeric is a common spice that's a key ingredient in curry, but it can also act like a natural insulin in your rice. And most people don't know this. The active ingredient in turmeric is a polyphenol compound called curcumin. Curcumin is a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. It's especially helpful for people struggling with blood sugar control because it improves insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is when your body's insulin hormone can't do its job properly. Curcumin reactivates this function. In a 10-year study, the National Institutes of Health found that people who consistently consumed curcumin had an average 23% reduction in insulin resistance, which is in effect on par with some oral diabetes medications. A 69-year-old patient, Mrs. Helen Clark, was suffering from diabetes complications. After talking with her doctor, she started adding turmeric rice to her diet. Her blood sugar control improved, and she was able to reduce her medication. She was so grateful. Making turmeric rice is easy. Just sprinkle 1 or 2 pinches of turmeric powder on warm cooked rice and mix it in. If you find the flavor too strong, start with a small amount and gradually increase it to your taste. Make sure to use pure turmeric powder, not curry powder, which has other additives. And if you have gallbladder issues or take certain medications, talk to your doctor before eating turmeric. Secret 5. Cool and reheat. Finally, we've reached the last secret. This method is simple but decisive. Cooling your rice and then reheating it. It might seem like a hassle, but once you know the incredible health benefits, you won't skip it. When you cool freshly cooked rice at room temperature for about 30 minutes to an hour, the starch structure changes. A good carbohydrate called resistant starch is naturally produced. Resistant starch isn't digested and absorbed in your stomach or small intestine. It goes straight to your large intestine, where it becomes food for the billions of beneficial bacteria living there. This improves your gut health and boosts your immunity. A study from Oxford University found that cooling and reheating rice can increase resistant starch by as much as 18%. Isn't that amazing? 74-year-old patient, Mr. Donald Robinson, suffered from chronic constipation and irritable bowel syndrome. After he started cooling and reheating his rice, his bowel function improved. To do this, open the lid of your rice cooker after cooking to let the rice cool for 30 minutes to an hour before eating. Just reheat it, but be careful. Don't let the cooled rice sit at room temperature for too long, especially in hot weather. Bacteria can grow and cause food poisoning. Heat the cooled rice right away or store it in a refrigerator for 1 or 2 days. Conclusion. Small changes, big impacts. So, there you have it. 5 secrets to making healthy, life-giving rice. These methods are simple and subtle, so you might be wondering if they can really make a difference. But remember, your body is more sensitive to small changes in your lifestyle than you might think. It's never too late to start putting these methods into practice. In fact, today can be the first step towards a healthier, more energetic life. To recap, here are the key takeaways. Soak your rice properly. Add a spoonful of natural fermented vinegar. When cooking, mix in oatmeal at a golden ratio of 5% to 7%. Add a pinch of turmeric powder to warm cooked rice. Cool your rice and then reheat it to maximize resistant starch. All of these methods are small but essential investments in your health. Start with just one that you can do right away and see the incredible changes it brings to your body. Also, remember to always prepare and eat your food with gratitude. How you feel about your food can affect how it impacts your body. The next time, I'll share about a very special ingredient for improving chronic inflammation in your body. See you there, and I wish you a happy and healthy lifestyle.